Welcome back to the channel, Modeling Maestro here. I'm an Amazon associate. That means if you use the Amazon links in my video descriptions to purchase kits, tools, or equipment featured on the channel, I will earn a small commission, at no extra cost to you. It's a simple way to support this channel while picking up the items that you already need. It's time to start painting the Tamiya F-14A in 1/48 scale. This model will receive some pre-shading. The first step is to airbrush black lines along the recessed panel lines. These lines don't need to be especially thin or perfectly straight at this stage. They will be refined shortly. After that, I adjusted the lines and increased the contrast by spraying white within the panels. The final step of the pre-shading process was to spray the overall white color across the model. You can control the effect in a few ways. Thinning the paint creates a more translucent look, while thicker paint will hide the pre-shading more. You can also vary how many coats you apply. Since this aircraft represents a relatively new Top Gun trainer from Miramar, I wanted the pre-shading to remain subtle. A quick note about the colors. This aircraft will be finished in light gull gray, FS 36440, and white. I often mix Tamiya paints to get the shades I want. For light gull gray, I mix XF20 medium gray with an equal part of XF2 white. I then painted the wings white. At this point, I had to cut many small pieces of Tamiya tape to mask the complex shapes along the white and gray demarcation on the upper wings. There are masks available for this, but I chose to tackle the job by hand. Once everything was dry, I removed the masks to reveal the gray along the sides of the fuselage. With that complete, I repeated the pre-shading process on the top of the aircraft. Black was sprayed along the panel lines and gray was applied within the panels. This image shows the first of several coats of the topside gray. The wings also received gray, and once everything had dried, I removed the masks. The nose cone was then painted white. After that, I masked the exhaust areas and sprayed a simple dark gray. These will be further painted and weathered later in the build. Tape for curves worked perfectly to mask the shapes around the exhausts. I then masked the nose cone using a combination of Tamiya tape and tape for curves and sprayed a custom mix to replicate the radome tan color seen in my references. I masked and painted the underside of the windscreen and glued it into place. After that, I remasked the upper surface and sprayed light gold gray along the demarcation line. The kit provides decals for the black areas around the canopy, but I chose to mask and paint them instead using Tamiya XF1 flat black. The fabric covers on the F-14 were given a few spots of black before airbrushing the tan color. I then lightly weathered these areas with artist oils. These sections often weathered toward a purplish tone, but since I'm depicting a newer aircraft, I kept them more on the tan side. To break up the solid tone of the upper surfaces, I punched various holes in a 3x5 card and lightly sprayed a lighter shade of gray in random areas. I also masked around the vents on the top of the aircraft and sprayed them aluminum using Mr. Color Super Metallic paints. The same treatment was applied to the forward section of the gun on the port side. And here's the model at this stage. Well, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.